About you, you're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move, how to move.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Look, I'm still lightweight, damn sleepy. I had took a nasty piece of nap, child. Okay, when I say nasty, I mean nasty. Like I'm still like trying to get my life together. Child. But y'all come on in. I'm here, y'all. What is tea? Hold on. I say I gotta update my stuff. These lights is bright. My eyes are still trying to adjust. Y'all give me a second. Y'all just come on in and like up the live as you enter. Okay, bitch. I had a long morning. All right. And so my body right now is just trying to keep it steady. I ain't even looked in the chat yet. I'm still trying to get my life, girl. Hold on. Let me see who up in the chats. All right. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Hey, Marcella, how you doing, Puddin'? Oh, girl, you know I saw. Marcella, you know I saw. Hey, PBE, what's good, boo? Marcella, you know I saw. You know what my DMs was flooded with that, girl. I woke up. Marcella, I woke up to about 3-4 DMs of people sending me that. Mm-hmm. I'm going light. Okay, I got me a little burr or whatever. I'm going light. Yes, on is this man. Thank you, Jay Breeze. You like it? She cute. She cute. I'm fumbling with it because it's an extra large. And so y'all know how I am. Y'all know I'm used to big shits. So I'm not doing this all day, but it's like now I'm starting to wear stuff that fit me. And I'm just because it just feels tight, but it's not, but it just feel like it. So that's why when y'all see me doing this is why. All right. Okay, this is why. Y'all see me doing all it, that's why. All right, it ain't that I got Tourette's. I just used to be a big girl once back in the gap. So I got to get used to, you know. But yeah, Marcella, I saw. You know what else I saw, Marcella? Child. What else I saw was a lot of y'all content creators was showing y'all asses in the chat this morning. I will say that. Honey, it was a star-studded event, wasn't it, Marcella? It was a star-studded event, girl. Tell a mammy to go and check. Her alleged mammy to go check on. All right, tell her alleged mammy to go check on. All right, you tell her to go cry to her alleged stinking ass man. Y'all know that's their whole favorite word. Cry to your mammy. Nah, bitch, cry to yours. Lay your head on her long, no nipple having ass titties with gray hairs all around the nipple. You go lay on her shit and cry. Nobody care. Nothing. Catherine, we gagging about what happened this morning. We gagging faceless traceless, where her no cases having ass. Thank you, baby. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I don't know who sent it. Thank you. Thank you, Marcella. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. But yeah, Marcella, oh, I saw. You know my DMs was flooded with the people letting me know about that. Okay, Marcella, you know my DMs was stating, don't do that, CCF freak. That's a good thing. On is dismissed, and they can never come back after them. The only thing that's left is Maurice Poo, and them hoes gonna lose that too. But as far as this own case and this, oh, we finna win over 100 million, bitch, we told y'all that years ago. But that's all, CCF freak. Relax. Okay? We just celebrating folk accomplishments. PBE, get your messy ass on. Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark, child. And y'all know we gonna have to get the shitty sheets bandit all the way together. And while you at it, Moniece, and Moniece, you know I love you, Moniece. You know you are my most favorite ever on Hollywood. But I'm gonna have to tap you too. And I love you, baby, but I'm gonna have to tap you too, Moniece. I am. Don't worry, we'll get that at the 10-minute mark. I don't know why they mad that we not beefing no more. But who cares? They'll be all right. Shit, they'll be fine. Don't nobody care. Ain't no need. We ain't got no reason to be. We ain't got no reason to be. I see the light. I saw what happened. I ain't got no beef with you, and you ain't got no beef with me. That's the only thing they need to know. They mad. They're gonna stay mad. Period. PVE. You never will when you play dirt. Y'all know what to say. My God. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Y'all get my likes up. Y'all already know the mission statement. I ain't getting back involved in all. I ain't going on. Hold on, where my shit? Where my shit? Is this it? All right, child. Getting past this morning shenanigans for right now. We here to go on to other matters that done transpired. So y'all know Monday was that infamous episode when Jack Attack laid all type of paws on Roxanne from a Goofy movie, Goof Troop ass. Well, since then, once again, and I don't know how they keep doing it, but they do it. Basketball wives have become the topic of discussion and the topic of conversation, so much so that there's not even going to be a reunion for this shit. Anyhow, y'all remember the whole shenanigans that took place and all that good shit, right? Well, not yesterday. I want to say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe it was a Wednesday. I think most of this happened like the next day after the episode aired. Y'all know Mean came out and offered her up some apologies. Excuse me. Y'all know Mean came up and offered her an apology and all that. Well, I forgot where I was at today, but actually, I think it showed up in my recommendations. Ty, y'all know Ty Young. She's starting a YouTube channel, and she went on Instagram to promote it, I believe. And people was asking her questions about the show and blah, 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 and about what happened between Jack Attack and Roxanne and all of that and blah, blah, blah. And people felt like she and Brandy owed her an apology as well. And Brandy hopped on her live as well. Now, Ty says, excuse me, because I ain't got that live. I can narrate it because it won't much. Ty don't feel as though she owes neither one of them no damn apology. Ty said, I didn't get involved in anything. I didn't get in between anything, so on and some such. Now, when it comes down to Ty, hey, little baby. Now, when it comes down to Ty, I agree, because I said the same thing in my review. I said, I don't feel as though Ty owe either one of them anything. I said, because I don't consider what Ty was doing being amongst the fray and being in the middle of anything. She only suggested that Jackie talks to her. And Jackie said that she wouldn't mind talking to her, just not with all of them around. That was Ty's only involvement, and that was the only time Ty got involved in any type of way. So I agree. I don't feel as though Ty necessarily owe anything. Hey, Tammy Talks, don't worry about it, Tammy. I'm about to get there. Now, when it comes to you, Brandy, I agree with Tammy. You getting on my last goddamn nerve, because on that live, you had the nerve to say, well, I didn't get involved in the family business either. How did you not? How did you not? When you decided to go back and carry back a bone to, of all people, Eveline, about what you've heard by way of Jen, that is you getting involved. Brandy, you were being a bone carrier, and to, of all people, Eveline. How are you going to get up here and say that you didn't get yourself involved in anything? You know better than anybody, because you and Jack Attack are friends, right? And she kept telling you, don't get involved. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. What did you do? You decided to jump on the bandwagon and the train of everybody else. And then your storyline became all about trying to make Jackie see this about Chantel, trying to make Jackie see that about Chantel, trying to get Jackie to do this, that thing, and the other with Chantel. How are you not involved? And how did you not get involved? And I'm more than sure the people in chat ate you the fuck up like they were supposed to with your lying ass. Just a goddamn liar. You got up here and talked about your McCormick knockoff seasonings for 2 episodes. Then the rest of that shit became all about Jack Attack, or what Jack Attack need to do, and how Jack Attack should feel, and how Jack Attack should hit it. You worry about you still talking this stupid shit about Jason. That's what you worry about. You worry about coming up here still talking about that dumb shit about Jason. You leave a family business alone, because your family just as toe up as hers is. And y'all situations ain't got to mirror one another for your situation to be just as toe up as hers is. You piss me off, Brandy. I hate that shit. And Jen, you most definitely owe Jack Attack a damn apology. That's why she called your ass long face, and I won't mad at it. I won't mad at it. That's why she called you, just like I called you. That's like I call you daddy long leg, giraffe neck having ass. That's why she called you long face. And she had every right to throw you that shit. And she owed you a lot more. Because remember, I don't really want to get involved like that. But she also mentioned grandparents' rights. Shut up, Jen. And Moniece, let me go on ahead and knock you out the way right quick before we get down to the actual factuals. Moniece, the people have been reading you down about your parenting since Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 1 came out in 2015. It started with your baby dad. And then it trickled on from then. And your whole argument, don't talk about my parenting. Don't talk about my parenting. Don't talk about what my son. Don't talk about this, that, thing, and the other. Now, here you are up here, you trying to get yourself fixated in what they got going on. And I wouldn't mind it if you was on the right side of things. I wouldn't mind it if you're on the right side of things. Why are you sitting over here trying to respond to Takari about how Takari is supposed to handle this or what Takari should have said because Takari wanted to come back? Because once the scene happened, Takari made a post, well, not a post, she commented under somebody's comment. And y'all remember we talked about that when she said that, she don't even know their mama, and her mama did the worst to her, and neither she won't out here trying to do this, that thing, and the other to her and the family, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And then you want to come up here and calling yourself trying to get her together about what she said. Moniece, mind your business. Mind your business, Moniece. With every negative connotation that came out about you and your parenting style and how you deal with Cam, mind your business. Because the minute that the people want to come back and throw that in your face, you're going to be up here crying about it. Shut up. And I love you, but shut up. Now that I got that out the way, I think that's it. Now that I got that out the way, I think that's it. Not you been sick of Jen, Tammy. But you know what, Tammy, to be honest, this was the most I was able to tolerate Jennifer ever. Okay. This has been the most, Tammy, I have ever been able to tolerate Jen ever since Basketball Wives Miami season 1 back in 2010. All right. This is the most I have been able to sit and stand the rain with Jen. But see, when she do shit like that and then want the backpedal and a pussy pop in the handstand, nah, I can't allow her to do that. I can't allow her to do that. Can't allow her to do that. Dropping out the clouds to say, I wish we had Tammy back. Hey, y'all, real period. I would love to have Tammy Romaine back because Tammy Romaine would have got all of them together. Not because her handler won't with her. Dear God Almighty, Tammy, my shade fan in the drawer. But you right though. I am with you when you're right. So let's go down this rabbit hole, honey. Of child, I'm still getting messages about my laugh from this morning. Baby, y'all so messy. Y'all been waiting on that. I told y'all to wait patiently. It was gonna happen one day. Anyway, so this was what Chantel first said from after the whole episode. I posted it on my community wall because I ain't necessarily want to deal with it. But since we talking about it, we could go on ahead and talk about it. So after the episode came out, Chantel says, I'll start by saying, if you never dealt with a toxic mother, then you truly have no idea what it feels like. As painful as it's been to watch these moments of my life play out on TV, I know my younger self is proud of the woman who finally stood up for herself. Ooh, I'ma rag your ass after this. The truth is, this dynamic isn't rare. It happens in more families than we like to admit. Narcissism, jealousy, lies, lack of accountability, gaslighting, abuse, had an assault, etc., etc., etc. We're just taught to keep it in the house and suffer in silence. I choose to break that cycle. I mean, Roxanne, you're a narcissist. You're very jealous when it comes to your mama. And you proved that when it came down to Brandy. And the funny thing is, a lot of people saying that your mama is jealous of the relationship you got with your daddy. I really feel like it's the other way around. What else you said? Last, oh, what you've been doing this entire season, your entire storyline is based to build off of what your sister went through. That's a lie, Chantel, because that's not your story. It's not what happened to you. That is a lie. Lack of accountability, gaslighting. And here's the real gag. You ain't even gaslighting. Them hoes just slow. I repeat, you're not even gaslighting. Them hoes just slow. Anyway, what you witnessed was a masterclass in narcissism, someone lighting the fire behind the scenes, then walking away so you look like the arsonist. She wanted to have a conversation with you. She sat down, and the minute that she did, you immediately got to the disrespectful shit. You immediately got to the gaslighting shit, since we're talking about it, because that's what you were trying to do to your mama. You were trying to bait your mama. That's what we saw, Chantel. But behind the scenes, the only thing we can really go off of is what was seen. And what we seen was you acting a complete barbarian in Hawaii because you allowed them hoes to put a battery in your back. But where was any of them skid bitches when you got fucked up in that damn room? You had to come back and tell them the story. Did they do anything? Did they go see about her on your behalf because they cared so much? You know? And that's another thing. You were abused, alleged. So then why would you even push your mom? Why? If you were all of these things, Chantel, why would you get up here on this show and gaslight your mama, try to turn people against your mama, talk cold cash shit to your mama in her face? You sat there with your head held high, titties poked all out, breast played out, and said whatever disrespectful shit that you could find to say to your damn mama. That don't give me a bitch that was abused. That don't give me no abused bitch. Out of all of the apartment buildings LA got, the only one that you could find was your mama's. And you not even living on the top floor and she on the second. Ain't y'all like a floor above one another? I, and another thing that I don't get, Chantel, if it's all of that, why your daddy ain't getting no blame? Why is it all your mama? Why your daddy ain't getting no blame? If all of this shit was going on, where was Doug? Fine. He was away playing in the league. That bitch won't there all year. So it would seem to me if all of that happened and he allowed it, that would make him an accomplice. So it would seem to me you wouldn't fuck with neither one of them. But you made it all about Jackie. And that's my opinion. I don't give a damn who mad at it. I know what really happened on and off camera all season long. So no, the internet cannot bully me into submission. Y'all know the TV character. I know the mother. She touched my arm, you liar. I pushed her off of me. She swung, plain and simple, like as she should have. It's unfortunate things played out this way, but you allowed them to play out this way. It had nothing to do with your mama. You set this shit in motion, and you continue to set it in motion all throughout the season. And I wished it never happened. Yes, you did, because if that was the case, this wouldn't have been your MO for coming on the show, period. But if you knew our history, then you will know this was a long time coming. So so again, if that's the case, why are you here? Why are you on her show? Why are you doing this? This doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. You saw what happened to Takari, and Takari ain't get up here, run up here on this show and do half the shit that you got going on up here. And she the one that deserves to light a match and burn all y'all shit down. If you want to be honest about it, she's the one that deserves to have the lit match to toss it in that shit, not you. You're light skinned. We know how she feels about her yellow churn. Chantel, shut up. I may not be proud of my choices this season, but I'm also not ashamed. Well, this is my real life. No, it's not. That's your sister's story. And I doubt anyone judging me lives a perfect one. No, we don't. But we're not going to take another bitch's story and use it as our own. No, ain't nobody's life is perfect. Ain't nobody life perfect. None of ours. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much you dropped on it, how much you dropped on the trip, how much you drop on the shirt, how much you drop on the car. Nobody's life is perfect. We know that. I see the hate mail, I see the judgment, but I also see all the messages that say, I've dealt with it too. It reminds me so much of my situation. Trauma bonders. Trauma bonding ain't real. You and Shitty Chic Bandit prove that. I'm going to get on her in a second. To those of you with a heart and understanding, I see you and I appreciate your vulnerability. To those of you who've met me with threats, vow statements, and extreme judgment, may you never understand my plight. Celebrating my darkest moments says more about you than it ever does about me. We're celebrating the fact that a disrespectful little bitch got her comeuppance. That's what we're celebrating. We're not celebrating whatever the hell you say happened to you, because I don't believe it and I don't buy it. But I can for sure tell you, you goddamn right, we celebrating it. As disrespectful as you've been to your mama, all 12 episodes, you goddamn right. We've been waiting on Jackie to wring your fucking neck. So when she finally did it, yes, we popped bottles. Yes, we popped bottles. We twerked. We did, okay. We did the boots on the ground shuffle. We did. We lit our blunts. We did. Like, come on. Yeah, we did. We held the block party. We had the luau, and you were not invited. I've always been misunderstood, and this chapter of my life is no different, but I will answer to God, not imperfect strangers who never walked a step in my shoes. Girl, go to hell. I keep my head up and my peace and focus as I continue to grow as a mother, a wife, and a woman. Child, if I was that man, I will run for the hills. If I was, what's his name? Tyrese, Trey, Ty, it start with a T. If I was that nigga, I would be on the first thing smoking. I would cut my losses right now. I'd rather pay child support. I would. I would. Pay attention, sir. You see how her mama is? You see what she done did? Do you really want to go through that? Anyway, so after all of that, this the part where Brent Brat, y'all know the shitty sheet bandit. This the part where she come in at. So y'all remember when Takari stepped in the comments to basically stand up for the family and basically was saying that the way she handled all of this shit was fucked up and the way she handled her mama for nothing was fucked up, and she got up under the comments and let that shit be known, right? So this is what started this shit with them, and then Shitty Sheep Bandit got involved. So allegedly she's in court fighting custody. Yup. Probably because that nigga saw what happened on this show and he's gonna get his child. I told him to do that episodes ago. I said that in my review now. I guess he listened. Good for him. Thank you, Rona. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for your cash app pudding. So this is what Chantel saying. Wait, hold on. Aren't you the same daughter that pulled the knife on Jackie? I mean, sorry, YouTube. Let me read that again. Wait, hold on. Aren't you the same daughter who pulled the knife on Jack Attack? You got 3 kids she's never met in person, but you want to be on the internet taunting me. Girl, tell me you have Stockholm Syndrome without telling me you have Stockholm Syndrome. You should leave me alone, honestly and truly. This is my last warning shot. One, you're not about that life. I figured that out. We all figured that out actually when your mama gave you the woo wop and the woo wham. And the only thing you could do was stand there and look shocked, pitiful, throw your clutch in your phone. So I already know you're not about that life. Stop the tough girl act. Don't go out here giving no warning shots because if push came to shove, I got my money on Takari. I feel like Takari would fuck you up for the old and the new. My money will be on Takari. I got 200 on Takari. Matter of fact, I got so much faith on Takari, I'll put a stack on her head. That's number one. Number two, even if that is what Takari did, good. You know why? Because that's her story. Again, I just sat up here and said, if she had the lit match and if she decided to do that, I could better accept that because that would make sense. And if she did do that to her mama, okay, that would make sense. That's her story, and we know why she got it. Now, I would stop her from doing it, but I would totally get it and understand where it comes from. Stockholm Syndrome? Well, little girl, isn't that what this is? Because you still triggered from shit that happened when you was in damn diapers. You still triggered from shit when you was 15, 16. You're 32 years old. with 2 babies done crawled out of that worn, tattered, and battered puss of yours with 2 baby daddies. So all of this shit that you run around here trying to put on her that you think is a read, you're going through the same thing. So is it a read? And if it is, who is the read on? Her, you, or the both? I would say both. I would say both. You more mad than she is, and she was the one that was made to walk on the treadmill. To walk on a treadmill with a gizzard dinner fried hard in front of her face, using it as bait to get her to walk. With some Texas Pete hot sauce on the side. Or some Louisiana if you're from down south. Lord, let me drink my hot Canay, honey. Because this is supposed to be serious. But I am serious, but this is supposed to be serious. Wait. And before y'all ask, yes, I said having her walk on the treadmill for a gizzard dinner fried hard with hot sauce on the side. I know what I said. Yes, that's what I said. But forget that. That ain't the point. Okay? That ain't the point. So then, out of nowhere, here come the shitty sheep bandit with her fat ass head talking about how soon they forget. You wrote a whole book detailing the way you were allegedly. So hers is alleged. You believe that bitch, but hers is alleged, and they share the same mom. By the way, I actually read it. It felt very rushed and overall like a long text message you probably sent her directly. Your cry for help didn't matter then because it never will. Do you care about the truth or do you want to be the one to see? I'm not even about to continue to wait. Listen, Takari, the next time you ever run into Brittany Renner, I just say whoop her ass. I'm not even finna read all the rest of this stupid shit that she talk about because the bitch sounds slow and retarded as the fuck. Nothing happened to Chantel. You're going to sit here and tell the daughter that did go through the trauma and turmoil, her shit didn't matter then, and basically it don't matter now? That's fine, because the shit you went through with your piss punk ass mammy doesn't matter to none of us, bitch. We don't care what your mammy did to. Just like I told you in my lab. Just because your mammy didn't want her whore daughter, don't mean Jack Attack don't love her daughter. I told you that. And I also told you, you need to go and handle your own damn family issues and stay your pussy ass up out of theirs. Because see, this shit that you got going on, bitch, is falling on deaf ears when you got your own family issues and your own mommy issues going on. Go cuss out your ratty ass mom. I would respect you better for that. Takari, should you ever run into Brittany Winter, whoop her ass. Just whoop her ass. Don't say nothing to her. Don't tell her who you are. When you see her, whoop her ass. That's what you do. She'll figure out who you are doing the ass whoop. Okay? She'll figure out who you are doing the ass whooping. That's what you need to do. Because see, Brittany the type of person, she need an ass beat. Fuck reading her down. Fuck insulting her back. No. This point, she needs her ass whooped. Like, forget the reading and roasting. She needs her ass whooped. And that's my ruling. And that's my final say. Same thing go to Jack Attack. Jack Attack, if you run into her anywhere, snatch her ass up. Snatch her up. Okay? Caesar's beatings, bitch. Anyway, so Takari responds to Brittany and says, allegedly, but your homegirl made many appearances validating everything I said, and she did. Until she started messing with her dad's prospects and got knocked up and needed money and daddy's money, so she switched up, allegedly. Ooh. Well, okay. Well, um, then Chantel decides to respond again to Takari. She say this. Takari Lee, there it is. The jealousy bug bit you. Now this all makes sense. Maybe you should have been messing with a prospect. Then you wouldn't be, excuse me, then you wouldn't be in the situation you in. Section 8, ain't it? This consistent commentary coming from you is giving obsessed as if you need mommy's money and acceptance. Girl, when this is all said and done, you gonna be sitting right there in that same spot, miserable and mad at the world, waiting for the next opportunity to make a TikTok to chime in on things you claim you're so healed from. Talk to me from expressing some of the same shit you did makes you no better than her. You want attention from me that you don't get from her. Here it is, sis. You want to comment on everything, but the fact at hand, you too have reached a level of violence with Jackie because of her mistreatment. That's why you pulled the knife on her in Sacramento. You have 3 kids she's never met, but she wants legal rights to mine. Do you hear yourself? You've been wanting to hop on the hate train, and it's sad to see. I haven't spoke to you in 8 years. There's no reason for you to be on the internet making videos trying to be funny. We can both be hilarious, or you can stop trying to provoke a reaction out of me and just leave me alone. You out here on the front line standing up for someone that never stood up for you. I need to heal, and so do you, Buki. You are the poor, pathetic, worst excuse of a sister that I have ever heard ever in my life. And if I was Takari, the next time I see your apple-headed ass, bitch, I will squash you like a fucking bug. Because it's like I said, you're not about that life, girl. You're not about that life, Valley girl. You're not about that life. You're not this tough girl who's a tough customer that people need to be scared of. Drop that shit. Drop that shit. You're just mad because America ain't on your side. I don't give a fuck how many of these few little people who say they want to be on your side just because they don't like Jackie. That's fine. America as a whole overrules and overrides all them hoes. You're wrong. Period. And you're a hater. You're a hater because we took it from Sakari because we believe it. But we're not taking it from you, bitch, because we're not slow. You can't manipulate us the way you think that you're manipulating your family and your daddy and everybody else. You can't manipulate us. Nothing that you got up here and said made any sense. Nothing. It did not make no sense. None of your claims could be backed up by any facts. Talking about some she's jealous. Jealous of what? When she said it with help from you, we believed it. What do we got to be jealous of? We. What does she have to be jealous of? We didn't question it with her. Let me say it again. We didn't question it with her. You the one who got up here frolicking around and canoodling with your mama's eyes, telling all of your mama and your daddy's business, telling all of the household family business. You got up here and did that shit. And we still don't believe you, and we still not on your side. We believe her though. Everything that Takari said her mammy did, we know she did it. And that's a whole nother thing. I really want people to stop getting out here acting like because we see it for what it is, that means we like Jackie. So half of the people that agree with Jackie can't stand her. It's not about whether we like her or not. It's about right and wrong. It's about optics. That's what it's about. Half of these people that is on Jackie's side do not like her ass. So y'all can quit running with that narrative too. We see it for what it is. And bitch, we're not drinking the Kool-Aid. Like I say, it's fine to not like a bitch, but that don't mean you got to run with some foolishness either. And let me tell you something. Speaking of that, Chantel, I love Section 8. Who the fuck wants to pay over $5,000 for a 2-bedroom these days? Give me a Section 8 voucher so I can get me a nasty piece of 3-bedroom, quarter unit, buy the goddamn water somewhere, and pay about $100. I'm fine with that. That shit in my budget. That ain't no read. I would love a Section 8 voucher. Love it. Put my name on one real quick. See how fast I get my quarter unit, buy the goddamn water for a bedroom. 2.5 baths. What about it? Fuck y'all talking about. That ain't no goddamn read. I would love to have it for $100. $100 a month? Sign me up. You pay $2,700 for a 2-bedroom in Cali. That's a lot for a 2-bedroom in Cali. So, girl, after all this boo lang lang, girl, Masika Kalisha. Listen, I never dissed like Masika Kalisha, but she a little ditzy. She is. Masika is a little ditzy. A little. She's a little confused. She's a little delayed, you know, in critical thinking skills. But I ain't never really dissed like Masika Kalisha. And I was definitely on her side when it came down to that Nicki Mandora shit that Nicki and when they was fighting over Molly Mall and all that. I was on her side with all that foolishness, right? So I ain't got no and I was on her side with Alexis Sky. So and I was on her side with the Shanaz. Y'all know Hazel. I was on her side with her too. So y'all know I ain't got no issues with Masika. So Masika decided to come out and reach for Brittany and them shitty sheets she got wrapped over her fat ass head. so this is what Masika said. So Masika say, since we're on the topic, the way Brittany played with them people's religion to become that man's other wife is crazy. He took off and she took off them people's clothes. Shut up, Masika. Masika, you hush your mouth. Hush your mouth, Masika. Anyway, so then the shitty sheep bandit decided to respond, and I don't know why, because you is not finna see Masika Kalisha in no reading war, girl. You're just not. So she says, it says baby mama number 3 who faked a kidnapper to promote her irrelevant OnlyFans. I ain't even gonna lie. Masika, she did get you there. All right. Y'all know I ain't no hater. I ain't no hater. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, Masika. Now, she did get you with that one because you did do that shit. Y'all know I'm always fair when it comes to a drag. She did get you with that one. She did. She got you with that one. Since we're on the topic, religion is not exclusive. I never signed up to be one of several. People are allowed to change their minds, and plenty of relationships are meant to be, but not meant to last. By 40 and fired. Not Masika. Brittany, you are a two-bit ass whore that didn't have no direction or no way. See, you want to talk shit about Jack Attack, but I really feel like you're a lot like her because, see, you thought a man was going to be the best thing in your life and the best thing in your world and the best thing to help you discover who you was. And look what happened. So I can't say that Masika was all the way wrong in what she said, because she won't. I believe every word of that. I thoroughly believe that the only reason why you decided to drape them pissy ass sheets across your head, calling yourself a Muslim and calling it a jab, is so that you can get with that man because you feel as though that man was going to save you. He was going to save you from all of your worries and woe. And look what happened. Child, please. Kevin Gates says your shit was bad. Now, we all seen the sex tape he did. He don't even know how to use his shit. It was whack. So for him to come out and say your shit was bad, girl, you know you just leave it alone. If a nigga that throwing whack dick saying your shit whack in your hijab, Kevin Gates said he had a better time making a hole in a pumpkin and fucking that. That's what Kevin Gates said. But anyway, Masika Kalisha responded and said, girl, go to hell. Oh, wait, everybody's speaking the same truth about you, but you mad at me. LOL, breaking up irrelevant deflections don't change the fact that you played with God for dick. Next week, you gonna be a Buddhist for back shots? My God. Christian for Christian Dior? My God. Girl, shut the fuck up and go pray. Period, Masika. Go wrap yourselves up in them shitty sheets and go pray. You better read, Masika. Then she goes, here you go dumpster diving through old tired ass lies. Nah, Lucifer, I never fake shit like you. I was filming a TV show about sex African where my character was beat up and kidnapped. It's crazy because I was defending your disgraceful ass when people knew you was faking religion for dick. I'm gonna give it to you, Masika. I'm gonna give it to you, Masika. I will give it to you, Masika. Okay. Okay, Masika. Okay. 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 Okay, Masika. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Okay, Masika. Listen, I'm on Masika's side. I'm on Masika's side of that. You know, even though you did pull that stunt and shenanigan with dealing with that movie, and because you did try to make it seem like something had happened to you. Now we're not gonna act like that. But be independent of that. Couldn't have said it better, my damn self. Because see, Brittany, this is what's gonna happen. See, because you're getting yourself involved and you starting to get on bitches' nerves. So now what's gonna happen is they're gonna start digging up shit on you, and everybody is finna be all up in your business, digging in your business, digging in your family background. I wouldn't be surprised if people found your man. I wouldn't be surprised if people found your mammy and one of them people got your mammy up there on that lab and she started talking about how terribly disappointed and how terribly disappointed she is and wondering what she did in her past life to have to deal with a slore like you in this life. That's what's gonna happen. One of these nosy bitches is gonna find her. They're gonna invite, and I wouldn't be shocked if Toucan Sam were to do it. I wouldn't be shocked if Toucan Sam was to have gone out there and found your mammy and promises to fly her out with pay to sit down and talk about having you as a daughter. I wonder what she'd say. And I wonder would her story be the same as yours? Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Good. I ended this in an hour. I saw where Takari did an interview with Mims, but I didn't watch it yet. So whenever I do watch it, I'll probably click my button again and I'll narrate it with y'all or whatever. Now I really don't know what all Takari gonna say that we didn't already find out that Chantel told us back in season 2 with her slow poke ass. I mean, what? You thought we won't gonna go back and remember what you said? Whatever. Um, And Brittany, mammy, if you should be watching this, I take back everything I said about you being a rickety cunty bitch who failed her daughter, and that's why her daughter is the miserable peasant she is today, rocking pissy shitty sheets around her fake ass, fat ass head. Now that I apologize, should you ever see this? Do you want to come up, Mama Renner? Mama Rena, if you want to come up and tell everybody with a slur you farted out your coochie and that's why you ain't there like that because you's ashamed, you can come say that around here. You can come around here and say how you ashamed that's the spine that you had to deal with and how much of an embarrassment she is to your friends, to your colleagues, to your church members, your bingo people. You can come do all of that up here and you can say whatever you want. And whatever you said is what the fuck you said, and I stand behind you with it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you around here. Man, T, I really feel like if they would have had a reunion, Jackie was gonna pull a Jocelyn season 3 reunion and swing on everybody. I wouldn't be mad if she did it. And every hoe she need to swing on, listen, every hoe that she needed to swing on, I'll push their asses right to her. That's me. Every hoe she need to swing on, I'ma push their ass right in the front line. Get her, get her, please get her. That's what I would do. See, that's me. Your mama is watching your son, but you up here. So then that makes me feel like your mama got your son. That's what that make me feel like. That makes me feel like your mama got your son. Is that the reason why you feel this way about her? But why does your mama got your son? Why don't you have your son? Maybe that's where the whole grandparents' rights came in at, and maybe that's why that triggered you so bad. That's a good question. Why don't you got your son? And if your mama is raising him and you ain't, why are you up here trying to act like she's this, that, thing? I got a lot of questions. Somebody go find Mama Renner and tell her to bring her ass around here. Okay? Somebody go find Mama Renner and tell her to bring her ass around here. Anyway, that's it. That's all I ain't got no more. I reached my hour, child. Let me go. I'm tired. I had a long day. All right. Y'all was supposed to get this morning, but other things took precedence. So I'm glad I was able to get this done. Like I said, Takari, I'm on your side. Ain't nobody on Chantel's side for real. And the people who claim they are, it's just because they don't like Jackie. But excuse me, but know this though, Takari. Not every person who's on your side like your mom. I don't know where people feel as though because we're saying we're on Jackie's side, that somehow means she was this incredible mama. None of us never said that. All of us acknowledge the shit that Jackie has done as a mama. That doesn't change how we feel about Chantel and what Chantel was doing. Because nothing was done to Chantel. So Chantel didn't have to give all of that. If this was Takari giving all of that, I would understand. Because that's her story. That I get. Check my DM for what, child? I know, friend. I talked about that, Catherine. I talked about that. That was Taz Lab. I talked about that. I ain't got to go through that again. That's it. That's all. I'm sleepy. Child, I had to wake myself up to do this live, and I'm sleepy. It took a lot for me to get through. I'm still tired. I am. So I'm about to carry my butt to sleep, and hopefully I'll stay asleep all night. That ain't gonna happen. Okay, I'll probably wake up like around 1, 2 o'clock, and I'm just be up looking stupid, I guess. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyway, you need a second drag of TT, true T, false lies. You will if that hoe come at me again and I find out about it because I ain't going around there. If she hit me up again and it hit my DM up, you'll be the first to know, Kim. Okay, Kim. I promise you, Kim. You will be. I forgot to load these up. I promise you, all of y'all will be the first ones to know if that was to ever be the case again. Don't y'all worry, y'all pretty little head about that. But with that, I appreciate you, Helen. Thank you for enjoying the comment. But with that having been said, I appreciate you guys so much for the likes. Thank y'all so much for the super chats. Thank you for the cash apps. Well, not super chats, cash apps. It was greatly appreciated. Continue to run these numbers up, and I will holla at you guys tomorrow, if not for anything else. Love and Marriage Huntsville. The link for that is already made. So head around there after this, drop a like, and also hit the reminder. Not that y'all need it, but still hit it. And with that having been said, I'm finna hit it. Hit my bed, girl. I'm sleeping. Back.